special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. Moving right along here in 2025.
Whoa,
it is Thursday.
We gotta change the date, don't we?
2025.
1/2/25.
1/2.
Yeah, today's the 2nd.
Oh, okay.
January
You were doing the
2nd.
actual. Okay, I thought you were doing the year. I was like, what? Okay, hang on. Woo. All right, not had enough sleep for that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, isn't that crazy? The
That's
second day already.
A lot has gone on in 2 days.
I know. It was funny. I had so many people like the day before New Year's, like messages. I think I've got enough money to last the whole year.
Yeah, good.
I was like, that's
It
good.
goes
That's
quick.
good. Anyway, welcome to Coffee Club.
Welcome.
Becky here, Greg here, and let's thank our sponsors this morning.
Yes, Mediview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Foxburley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, and Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, and scratch that, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yay, thank you to our great sponsors. Very proud of them. And who did you scratch over there? Okay, you're okay. We got Marshall Monuments. Yes, definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marshall I'm sorry, Marshall Monuments. I was thinking.
You could scratch your back.
Sorry.
You could scratch your head. You could scratch your nose, but do not scratch
Marshall Monuments. I was thinking.
They're fantastic.
I apologize.
We just talked about Corey the other day.
I was thinking of something else, but anyway.
And how great he is, and the things he does
sorry about that.
behind the scenes. Totally a team player, community team player. All right, we're on to the second day of January. Today is 55 miles per hour speed limit day.
Oh, can you drive 55?
55. Well, what is it? I can't drive 55. It's crazy though when you start getting on the interstates, they start hitting 65 and onward ho. And I think out west even it's like I don't know, maybe I'm stepping out a little, maybe 80 or something like that. Some of those roads out there that are hardly ever traveled.
What people drive and what the speed limit is, two different things.
Wonder, we have to be careful though here because there's so many deer and stuff. I wonder, out there, if they have armadillos, or I wonder, or what would they have out there? I mean,
they have those.
I wonder,
Roadrunners.
Yeah, I don't think a roadrunner would. I think you could just. Oh, I hate to say you could run right over. That's so mean. But I'm saying I don't think
dogs. They have prairie dogs out west. I don't know if they get in the road or not. But
wonder if that would trip you up. If you were going that fast, because those are
I don't think you'd outrun a roadrunner.
Well, I meant if you. I don't want. I'm not justifying. Please don't run over it. I didn't mean that. But I mean, I wonder if that would.
They're the possums of Indiana, the roadrunner.
Hey, I tell you right now. Yeah, we don't do that. Yeah, but 55 is speed limit day. So 55, stay alive. Remember, I think that was a slogan. I think they did that one year. 55.
They can really go up to 26 miles an hour. A roadrunner. That's pretty cool.
That's good to know. All right. So.
No wonder they.
I think I've seen one before in action. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. This is also Happy Meow Year for Cats Day. All right. Cats Day. All right. There we go. There, she's not having it.
She's wanting her breakfast.
Ooh, National Buffet Day. Oh, a good buffet. What would a good buffet? If you were going to a good buffet, we're not going to name drop any names necessarily. Well, we could actually talk about Mama Rose's. Well, we will talk about that one. Now I'm going to be hungry.
They were closed yesterday, but they'll be back
open today. Yeah. And then, of course, Friday's day we start their buffet. Yeah.
buffet.
What would be a good buffet? What would you like on a good buffet?
Oh, prime rib.
Ooh, look at you.
Let's
Well
see.
played.
Good chicken.
Hmm.
Ma-
Fried, baked. What kind of chicken are you having on your buffet? How are you? I'd love to see you lay out a buffet. This is like funny.
So you can't have this many. I tell you,
And we need
one-
other things besides meat here, okay?
I mean, this was. I won't mention it, but there was a German buffet we went to that had, and I'd never had a lot of this stuff before, and it was. I felt like I was home.
I'm home.
Having some German roots, I felt like I was home.
Yeah. Your
they had-
ancestors
They
were
had
all.
they had schnitzel. They had the German noodles. They had
Mhm.
beef cooked in, I don't know what it was, some kind of wine sauce. They had 3 or 4 kinds of sausages. They had
Yeah.
fresh sauerkraut. They had
Yeah.
it was good stuff.
Yeah.
But prime rib would be good on a buffet. Some kind of steak.
Mhm. So the meat.
Vegetables.
I was gonna say, are we gonna have any
yeah, we
veggies?
might have some
Is there any
vegetables.
kind of a
No,
spud,
I
a
was just-
potato, or
no.
anything there?
Maybe, yeah, different potatoes, fruit, salad.
Good. I'm glad to hear you say fruit and salad. Good.
We could just do meat, but I'm skipping. Well, if you went to a
I
prime
figured
rib,
you say bacon.
well,
Some
depends.
bacon on the
Well,
side.
it depends on what kind of a meal.
A breakfast buffet.
We've had good
Yeah.
breakfast buffets before.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say let's talk about. Well, I'm with you on. I think
What
you.
would you?
Well, I think so too. I think maybe some fish.
Yeah.
If it was good fish. I'd like some more veggies, maybe some green beans or even I know you're not gonna go crazy Brussels sprouts. Oi, she said it.
Don't say the lima bean word or the.
No, I
but
think
yeah.
maybe and some kind of mashed potatoes or something like that. Yeah, or cheesy potatoes or something like that.
Well, I know where to go to get good roast beef on a buffet. Like if they carve the roast beef, that's
Yeah.
always good.
The roast beef.
If it's cooked good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little rare.
Yeah, well, that's hard. It's hard to do because I think that's normally the way they want to serve it. And then now, Mama Rosa's, they'll have the Friday. They'll have the pizza buffet, and that'll have all the different kinds of pizzas. And if there's a specialty pizza that if you ask them, they'll make it quickly, which takes them no time. And then they have the soups, and then they of course have the salad bar, and,
Chili, vegetable soup,
sometimes
chicken noodle
potato
soup.
either broccoli and cheese,
Yeah.
or potato soup. Yeah, they'll have.
Good stuff.
Or
chicken
yeah,
noodle
or
soup.
vegetable beef soup. Yeah, I think it's always fun because they choose, and I'm okay with that.
Whatever.
You can't go wrong with any one of them.
Whatever you
Yeah,
want to make.
they're all
But their
good.
chili's good.
Yeah. She'll like, did you try this? And I'm like, yeah. Did you try that? Yeah. Did you try that? Yeah. Did you try? It's so good. Anyway, so yeah, so today is National Buffet Day, which I love. Love a good buffet. National Cream Puff Day.
That's a lot of sweet.
That's a lot of sweet, yeah. If you put them cold, like a cold cream puff, I don't know. For some reason, years ago, I had someone served it cold, and it was so good.
Is it like a donut?
Yeah, and it's
On
got
the
the big
outside and then
filling,
that
the
filling.
big filling, like a cream puff.
Now you like that? There was one. There was what was it? Caramel filled.
I don't remember
Like
the
a
caramel.
long john or what it was.
Was it caramel filled, or was it
Yeah.
caramel on top?
Oh,
Was
maybe
it
it's caramel iced. Maybe.
ice? Yeah.
Okay, sorry. There's a difference.
Well, if you want to put it in the middle, I'm not even mad. Right?
The fried iced rolls were good. It's like a
Yeah.
cinnamon. It's like a big cinnamon kind of a thing, and it's got icing on it. Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually had one of those though. I don't know. I know what's wrong. I'm missing out, ain't I?
You'll be shaken from the
Okay.
sugar rush.
Let's see here. So this is National Cream Puff Day. Also National Motivation and Inspiration Day. I love that. Starting off the new year right. Courage, inspire. I was trying to think of some of that one. You got this. Harmony. All the different ones that you could.
It's go climb a mountain day.
Huh?
Go climb a mountain day.
Is that what it?
No, I'm just
Oh, you mean just
motivation,
encourage?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
your motivation. The motivation speaker, remember? Chris Farley.
I've been
I live in a
downstairs.
van down by the river.
He's been down in the basement drinking coffee for the last 3 hours.
Yeah. And I want you to get out there, and I'm going to have to watch that. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen that. All right. National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. Those are very popular, those personal trainers. Okay. Oh, National Run It Up the Flagpole and See If Anybody Salutes It Day. So, run it up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes it. We have noticed, speaking of flagpoles and flags, we've noticed that a lot of the flags have been at half staff. And that is, we think, because of President Carter's past life. Yeah. So anyway, run it up the flagpole and see if anybody salutes it day. I don't know if you maybe use jeans or pants or something. I don't know. I guess, or any kind of whatever you want to, I guess, do. National Science Fiction Day. National Science Fiction Day. That's a good one. Okay. National Swiss Cheese Day. Swiss Cheese Day. You like Swiss cheese? Yeah. All right. And those are some holidays. So get out and enjoy. You like Swiss cheese?
Love Swiss
Good
cheese.
answer.
Sorry, ham and Swiss.
Oh.
Hot ham and Swiss. It's good stuff.
Goes together, yeah. Yeah.
And what makes, I'm curious, what makes today National Science Fiction Day, since it's the second of, there's got to be some kind of a significance.
I don't know.
Maybe that's just, they randomly give that a day, but not WSLM Day.
Yeah, we're still working on that. Yeah. Well, and some of the days repeat over and over. I mean,
Yeah.
like you'll see several days. You know what I mean? Where, like, come on. I think actually not to be on hating on cats because I do like cats, but I think they have several cat days. You know, I don't know.
What about dog days?
I know. Well, those are the dog days of summer.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have all summer, right?
That's right.
So speaking of that, in the new year, and beautiful sunshine this morning, no rain.
Beautiful.
Right now, and I just want everybody to open up those blinds, pull them back, and let that sun shine in. I love that. So get a taste of that, because I'm not complaining about the rain, but it has been really, really nice to have this sunshine today. And then coming up on the weather, you want to give us a weather report? Because it's supposed to get really feisty this weekend.
Yeah, we did. Let me get to it here.
It's not today. Not today. You got time to get your milk and bread and get ready. It's freezing outside though. It's very cold outside.
Yes. Chris Hunt just asked me a question, and I cannot answer you on the air, Chris. I don't believe so.
He wants to know, should I go outside today?
No, he's asking about a certain day.
No, Chris, you should not go outside today. It's too cold.
Anyway.
Call in and just tell him you can't go out.
No, we don't want you to call in and ask this one.
Yeah, okay. All right, don't call in.
No. Let's see. Confidence continues to grow for a significant and impactful winter storm Sunday morning into Monday midday. Chris probably knows all about this as he works for the state of Indiana. The storm will produce significant amounts of wintry precipitation. This includes anything from snow, sleet, freezing rain, and for some, a period of rain. That's not good. So in our area, it looks like we will receive mainly snow. So I think north of the Ohio River we'll get snow. Immediately south of the Ohio River, and it looks like maybe in Corydon and over in Tell City, they're going to get ice and snow.
Good.
And south, they're going to get ice, snow, and rain. And down around Bowling Green, they're just going to get ice and rain.
Which, those are just predictions. We never know. I mean,
And it's too early, even though there's some early birds that talked about the amount of precipitation we're going to get. We do not know yet. And they say that they're not going to issue, the National Weather Service is not going to issue anything until maybe Friday or Saturday.
Right, closer to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still uncertain. The track is uncertain, so we're not sure which way it's going to go yet, because they could. Matt Uhl says the Weather Channel is saying anywhere between 8 and 13 inches. North of I-64, so that would be us.
Yeah. Right.
So we haven't had a good snow in a while, so.
Right. We're due for it. But I think here's the thing, that for some reason, if it we miss it, if for some reason it doesn't happen, it's still nice to have a plan of action ready. You know what I mean? So maybe have your groceries ready. Make sure that there's plenty of, if your vehicles, make sure that there's plenty of gasoline in your vehicles, antifreeze or whatever.
Get your
And then have a blanket, have some extra snacks or something, or water, and a flashlight, they say, and
your weather radio.
And your weather radio.
Or have your phone
WSLM,
charged up.
Have your WSLM tuned in.
Yep. Have a
and make
around the house.
Preparation for. I mean, you never know like what Monday holds. You know what I mean? If you have to go to work, or if the kids, whatever. Just try to be a little ahead of the game. Have some thoughts. You know what I mean? Have some plan. I always have like plan A, plan B, plan C. If I go to D, E, and F, it's
back your cars in the driveway so they're easy to get out.
Yeah.
Maybe put something over the windshield.
Yeah.
So that you can pull that off and you have a clear windshield.
Visibility.
Have your shovel next to the door. Have a broom. Maybe if you want to keep your blower inside the house, don't start it in the house maybe, but if you have an electric blower, or even if you have a gas blower, set it inside the house so it stays warm and be easy to start if you want to try to keep it blowed off.
But that ice, it wouldn't blow off.
Keep some. No, maybe not the ice, but if it's snow, if it's like a dry snow,
scraping.
Get your scraper.
Marshall Monuments.
Corey has scrapers. That's a good idea. We might stop and get a scraper.
I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get a bunch and just scatter them all around. Yeah.
That's right. Then see what else. Get you some salt melt. It's probably won't work until it gets a little warmer, but at least maybe it would be traction or something. So anyway,
so just be prepared. Stuff. So could be 'tis the season for that for sure. And they did say that January in the almanac and stuff that it was going to be a stinker in January. So that's not bad. And just always think of it as it's going to kill all those insects, hopefully.
And Becky posted earlier this morning on her Facebook page a picture back from 2020 when we had 30 some inches of snow. She's going to get coffee on her horse, and you can see her and one of the girls going through the snow there.
Yeah, I'm going to get coffee.
We had to go through the snow.
I remember that. That was crazy.
It was a dandy. We went out to see a movie and come back, and there's 30 inches of snow. That's like, what in the world?
Yeah.
That's what I learned. You need to pay attention to the weather.
Yeah. Right. Definitely. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Tonight we do have in sports action, Rutgers at IU, 8:30 tip-off, 7:30 pregame on Wslm. Purdue playing at Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. 8 p.m. tip-off, 7 p.m. pregame on WSLM AM. So we'll have IU on FM and Purdue on AM. So tune in for those games. Friday night, we're going to get back to some high school action. Eastern Lady Musketeers playing Southwestern Hanover Lady Rebels, 7:30 tip-off. Pregame on WSLM. And then, of course, we'll have Friday night Indiana Sports Talk. And then Saturday, Indiana Outdoors at 5 a.m. Set your alarm for that. And then we'll have Eastern playing New Washington at 7:30. And then Indiana Sports Talk, 9:30 midnight. Sunday will be IU at Penn State. Noon tip-off for that, 11:30 pregame on WSLM. And Northwestern at Purdue at 2 p.m. tip-off, 1 p.m. pregame. And the Colts and the Jaguars.
And they did set that time.
Yes.
It's at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. And we have tickets, and I'm going to be drawing for those today probably. So if you still have time right now during Coffee Club to go ahead to my Facebook, Rebecca White, share it, and we'll see who wins. So it's always exciting.
And they had they're having some more of the college playoffs. And yesterday was Ohio State and Oregon. Oregon was supposed to be like the #1 team ever, and in the Big Ten, and also just in general. And Ohio State beat them pretty good, 41-21. And Oregon, anyway. So there's a lot of people.
But that's why they call it a game, right?
Yeah. And then Michigan beat Alabama. And Alabama had said that IU didn't deserve to be in their college game, and then Alabama got beat. So anyway, the Sugar Bowl was supposed to have been yesterday. down in New Orleans, but after that accident down there, they postponed it till today at 4 o'clock. So the Notre Dame will play Georgia, and this is for the I believe this is for the what they call the title game, maybe, or one of the playoff games, I guess. But it's the Peach Bowl or Sugar Bowl. Sorry, Sugar Bowl.
Peach, sugar,
Even Snoop
Yeah, Crackle
Snoop
Pop.
Dogg had a bowl.
Hey, that's the bowl to play in. Yeah. And did he make an appearance at that bowl? I'm sure he would, right?
They couldn't find him, but they saw a little smoke. So that's all. That's what I heard.
He was here. You know what I mean? And we could tell that he was here. We don't know for sure.
We're not sure where he was at.
No one has any photos, but we do know that there is some smoke. Yes. Okay,
where there's
confirm
smoke,
or
there's
deny.
Snoop. Let's see. So
Remember he stopped doing that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Texas will play Ohio State next in the playoff schedule. Then Penn State beat their team.
Who's their team?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure it out. See, Texas
Their
beat
team.
Arizona State 39-31 in double overtime, and that was the Peach Bowl. Ohio State beat Oregon in the Rose Bowl. Penn State beat who did they beat? I can't see. Oh, beat SMU 38-10. So
who won the Tidy Bowl?
Yeah.
There's so many bowls.
It depends on which day. Sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes you're the back. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, Ohio State and Texas will play, and that looks like it's a semifinal round. And then Penn State will play the winner of Notre Dame and Georgia. And then those 4 teams will play, and then it'll come down to 2, and then we'll have supposedly a national champion.
Well, there we go.
And that's won't be until later in January. So
we shall
still got some
stay
football to
tuned for
play.
that. And then not too long, we'll be having the big game. We'll be talking about.
That's right,
Bowl,
and that
big game.
I'm not sure
Exciting.
if there's any outlook.
Have they announced, which I'm sure they have? I don't know where I would have missed it. Have they announced the halftime? Who's going to do the halftime? I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've heard it. I don't think I've heard. I know I haven't heard it. But I'm thinking after
Let's
actually, Beyonce's Christmas.
Kendrick
halftime.
Lamar.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar. I don't know who that is.
I don't know if I know. Maybe I.
He's the headliner, marking a major milestone for both artist and NFL. Known for his thought-provoking lyrics and power performances, Kendrick joins a legendary list of. Okay, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know much of these people anymore.
I would be though. I mean, I would if I had already planned my halftime, I would bring it up a notch after Beyonce's Christmas Day.
Apparently he's a rapper.
Okay.
So.
Well, he'll probably bring a lot of excitement to it, but I don't know. Beyonce, I don't know. You could almost do a redo of her again. I could watch that again.
I think I don't know where is it even at?
Which one? Beyonce?
No.
Oh,
where's the Super Bowl?
I don't know where Beyonce's at today.
Superdome, Caesars Oh, it's in New Orleans.
Oh. Well, they're going to have to really get ready.
Oh, wow.
That's got it.
And then that's February 9th, so that's going to be close to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a double whammy there.
They'll be ready for it. They'll be ready for it.
25 is March 4th. So within a month.
Yeah, but and you're talking two big, yeah. I mean, those are huge events.
Oh, you'll be somewhere on Mardi Gras. Not in New Orleans, but.
Yeah. And they usually celebrate it too.
There you go.
Beignets for everyone, right?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day. Yeah.
Double bonus.
Oh, yeah. That's a win-win, right? Yeah. You can't go wrong with the bingo.
Let's see. The Super Bowl next year will be in Santa Clara, Levi Stadium in California. And that's all that they've. So that's all we know is next year. It was in Las Vegas. I was going to say if it was in Las Vegas, then the Eagles could come and do the halftime show. That'd be.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine though? That'd be a lot on them. I mean, to do the halftime show and then perform because they've got all the other performances.
Well, that'd be on a Sunday, so they've done Friday and Saturday.
Don't you dare think about giving
we can't
them a
do
day
3.
off.
Well, they
might need a day off.
5 days off.
Well, they might need that. Hey, leave them alone, okay?
Well, they're only.
Leave them alone. Okay, they deserve their rest.
See, Don Henley's
They're doing-
77.
They're
so,
doing
yeah.
a good thing. They're doing great.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. So
And they're set out there through April, so
yeah, it's exciting.
probably
Enjoying themselves.
picking up some nice coin.
Yeah.
We don't want to be paid in money. We want Bitcoin.
Yeah, maybe so.
We
Maybe.
require 5 Bitcoins per performance. That'd be pretty good
I'm
money.
sure they'd give it to them. Whatever you want. Well,
yeah,
that's
it
exciting.
hit up. It hit a few weeks ago up to almost $107,000 a coin, and now it's down to I think 90, back down to 96. So
That was the time to do it. That was the time to activate. But onward ho. Well, it's got highs and lows. It's like everything, right? And the stock market went up, and is it still up?
No, it went down a little bit.
Yeah. Highs
It's
and
like
lows.
it's like the tides. It goes in and out,
It's like a roller coaster.
up and down.
Sometimes you're up there, sometimes you're down, whatever. Yeah. Also, going on an event, please save the date for Tuesday, January the 14th. They're having a brunch and bingo at Salem Crossing. Salem Crossing always puts on good activities and a lot of fun. It's open to the public. And it starts at 9:30 a.m. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, January the 14th at Salem Crossing. That's at 200 Connie Avenue right here in Salem. And you are invited. So you can hang out with some fun people, cool people, and play bingo. And I'm sure they'll have some kind of brunch foods, and refreshing beverages. There we go. Delightful. Hang on. In addition, let me read it. In addition, you'll be treated to a delightful selection of brunch foods and refreshing beverages.
Oh,
Ooh, I think that would be fun. Brunch foods.
we're not old enough to. Is there an age?
I don't know that there's an
Can we
age
go
on it. I
play
don't know.
bingo?
It doesn't say anything. I don't know.
Have some brunch foods.
Yeah, some brunch food. Cream puff. Sounds good to me now. But anyway, that's coming up on the 14th of January at 9:30 a.m. So save the date on your calendar. Speaking of bingo, something new for the new year. You know, a lot of people are making New Year's resolutions. Some are, some aren't. Did you make one?
I did.
Okay. Do you want to share, or do you want to keep it
No,
to yourself?
I probably.
Keep it to
I'm
yourself?
just gonna keep it to myself.
Okay,
that way,
all right.
but-
Okay, then you're not out there, right?
Yeah.
Setting yourself up. Well, some people are making a bingo card. Speaking of bingo, where they like have all of you take a card and you make like your little squares, and you put like things that you want to be done or to do this year for 2025, and then every time you accomplish one of those goals, you can put a bingo on it. Put a
I've made some bingo cards before,
There you go.
just kind of in fun, but.
put a coin on it. Yeah. Anyway, put a coin on it, and then
And I do
it would-
want to say that the one in particular I made, I think I've pretty well covered it all in one week.
yeah, it's definitely been covered. Yeah, it's been covered 3 or 4
But
times.
that would be cool to put
No, I
something
think
like
that's
that
really
on
cool.
your refrigerator or something. To get
Yeah,
little
and then
magnets
every time you accomplish one of those goals,
mark it
you
off.
just mark it off, or
Give those red stampers.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And then it's not so much pressure. And then once you get, I guess diagonal or straight down or whatever on bingo, I mean, then you can holler bingo and you've accomplished it, and if you want to go on further and try to get the rest of it, I think it's kind of a cool idea. Also, it looks like that people are doing a vision board, which is kind of similar to that, where you just kind of like have like in mind, like I guess like things that you want to get done, and that. Now I think I've seen a lot of people have those and put them on the refrigerator, kind of things that they want to get done, and kind of maybe. I think again, you need to make sure that your vision board or your bingo card or whatever you're making needs to be realistic.
And however you do it, just have some things, and if you want to make some changes, just try to make them realistic. If you make things too unrealistic, you're not going to do it.
Right.
And try to make it realistic, and just try a week at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
One step at a time, right? And I think too that if you do fall off, and if it doesn't, then just get back on and try to do it again. And also, I talked about this the other day, and I think you have to remember everybody's timing is different. Just because it's a new year, January 1st, doesn't mean that you're ready to give up sugar.
No. Well,
Does it mean that you're ready to? No, I mean, for those that like, they said that the number one thing is to lose weight.
Yep.
That doesn't mean January 1st that you're ready to do it. Until you're ready to do it, you're just not going to do it. Right?
Yep.
I mean, you have to make that decision, and it has to be a new day. It could be March, April, May, June, July, February. When you say I'm going to change, I'm going to, work out more, take care of myself, maybe get more exercise and eat healthier. That's nothing bad on that.
no, not at all.
But again,
Sometimes you get that done for you, but however, I mean,
right. Well, it's hard to do though, because a lot of times, like, if you really want to eat healthier, it's hard. Sometimes you have to do the prep work, which makes it that's the better way to do it, because if you just kind of go on the go, it's easier to grab.
nothing worth it is easy.
True.
You have to
You have to put the work in,
have to
right?
fight for it.
Gotta put the work in.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, I think a lot of other things that that people were talking about New Year's. I had talked the other day about you're supposed to put 12 grapes in your mouth, and
Oh, we did not do that. Did
no, we did not. But I'm wondering how that would work out if you. I mean, you really, if you do all the things that you're supposed to do. I mean, I don't know that you can get it all done before the ball drops, or before actually it's that soon as New Year's. I mean, like,
well, the grapes would be pretty easy, but
well, not if you're gonna kiss.
oh, well, what was it now? So you put 12 grapes in your mouth and then you kiss?
No, I'm saying I don't know how you'd kiss if you have
Oh,
12
how you
grapes
would,
in your
yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
I mean, 12 grapes in your mouth, especially if those are the big,
Yeah, they wouldn't be.
the big cotton candy ones. The ones that are real sweet. Yeah.
No, we didn't do the grapes. We did our toast and we did our.
Yeah, but yeah,
I stayed away.
you did stay awake. Yes,
It was,
I think you won a trophy for that too.
it
I
was
know
a festival.
it was a festival miracle. Yeah, I do believe that, and I know you won the trophy for that, and probably should give you a trophy for that, right? Yeah.
But not a cookie.
Not a cookie. No. Not a cookie. All right. So those are just some things to think about in the new year and coming up and seeing. And of course, we always look forward to this year. We've got, speaking of all the things from last year, I couldn't remember everything that we did. We had a big year. WSLM, we did a lot of traveling. We did a lot of reporting, a lot of events. And we'll just see what this year already, it seems like it's crazy how quick things have already started surfacing. And I guess how much already activities are.
Yep. We had the one of the coolest things for geeky people. One of the coolest things this past year was the eclipse back in April, and seems like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now to talk about April, but it didn't. It really doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But,
no, and
that was
it was the coolest eclipse. It was the coolest thing. I think this. I mean, we had an eclipse. Remember that we went down into Kentucky. How many years before that? Was that 3 or 4 years before, or was it?
I think it was 2017, maybe.
Okay, I can't remember the years. Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Which was nice, but this one was like none other. This was absolutely beautiful. It was just stunning, and it was so cool, and it was just like none other. I don't know. It just all of the activities that were before that. And of course, no one knew exactly, because weather can play a lot into it. If it was a cloudy day. No, but if it had been a cloudy day,
yeah, you're done.
Or I mean, you're done. All that prep work, and
people put in money, to get ready for it, and you never. It's a gamble.
Yeah, and then it was fun, like to get the snacks for it. I think that was it. Like Eclipse gum. I can't remember all of the different
shirts, cups, everything.
Yeah, they had everything. Yeah.
It was 2017, and we went down.
Kentucky, yeah.
We went. It was somewhere around Bowling Green.
Yeah.
And that was the longest time of darkness of the eclipse, and that's where you want to go. You want to go where it's. And there was in the United States, it was somewhere out west was the longest, and the people from the telescope company, can't think of that. Anyway, that's where they were going, But around here, the line was just north of Bloomington and went across just south of Indianapolis and then on through the other states. But you want to try to get as close to that as possible. I think we saw it was right around, what was it, 3 minutes?
I don't know. It was. I don't think I've ever. It was just the coolest thing. I think that was probably one of the coolest things in my life I ever witnessed.
And down in Kentucky,
besides
it was
the
longer.
birth of our children.
But well, I don't know. Maybe just
that
a
was
little.
the coolest. That was the number one. Yes, and then the eclipse. When I write my story, birth of the children, and then the eclipse. Yeah, it was right up there. So yeah.
Both seemingly scientific and possible,
but both very rewarding.
But when the eclipse was over, you breathed a sigh of relief and walked away. The birth of a child is a little different.
Yeah, you do take a big deep breath.
Of course, we do have the sun with us all the time, so it's kind of the same thing.
That's the only way we'd have a sun. Is
right.
S-O-N.
No, I mean this.
I know S-U-N.
Yeah,
But the S-O. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
We have son-in-laws. We have son-in-laws, which are awesome.
Anyway, the eclipse was pretty cool, and then we had the Derby again this year, the Unbridled. You get to meet a lot of cool people down there.
Yeah,
And,
that's a lot of fun people.
a couple years ago, we were there with Dennis Quaid was there, and
he was a fun guy to hang out with.
And didn't know it at the time, but he's a bulldog daddy.
Yeah.
And then he played Ronald Reagan in the movie that just came out in the fall, and had the bulldog in there with him. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome. Sometimes you just don't know how they're gonna how they're gonna be, but he was really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool people. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so 2024 in the past, looking forward to 2025 and seeing what's going on, and of course around the river bend. And Wslm will be celebrating another birthday in February, which is crazy to think about. February 14th, Valentine's Day. And that's going to be crazy. To make it another year in the community and still going strong. We also have
71 years.
I was going to say, I thought it was 71.
Yeah, 71 years.
That's crazy to think. 71 years. That's pretty awesome. So I think the only one in the area, well, there might be other ones that are in the area, but I know like Billy Martin's store is.
They're
I think the oldest in the state.
In
I
Indiana,
think they're in the whole state. They're the oldest, yeah. So that's pretty cool too.
They were like 150 plus.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, they're like before they even kept records. Someone just wrote it down on a rock. I don't know. They're very that's really
And let's see, we've got I don't know, just a lot going on. This storm is that flushes out. That could be another thing on that. If they issue a warning, like a weather advisory or an emergency, don't get out.
Yeah.
You don't want to get stuck.
Well,
and to plow the roads and stuff.
Right. And I think whenever the authorities make the decision of, whether to make it a state of emergency, there's a lot of people that want it to be that, so they want to be able to stay home. No, I mean, it's true. But, they're not going to do it until it needs to be done. But if they do make it a state of emergency, then please be very respectful and, and don't get out. And also, if you're not a really good driver on snow and ice, just don't get out either. And then we're going to like schools or to cancellations, please be respectful because they're only doing it because it needs to be done. And the research that goes on, I always have to say this though, the research that goes on before school even starts, as far as like people out driving the roads, checking with the police, the city, county, or state, and checking in with them how the road conditions, checking with the highway department, city and county. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes on and a lot of early morning prep work before the decision's made. But when the decision's made, please be respectful for it because you always have those. Some are ready to kiss, some are ready to kick you. So.
And also things to look for. I don't know if everybody's going to look forward to it, but there's some movies coming out that
Ah.
people might be looking forward to. They're going to redo the Wolfman, and that it would be a Universal version.
Love that. Who's going to play the Wolfman? Have they not told you?
Don't know.
To be determined.
I think there's probably some. The new Captain America movie comes out actually on Valentine's Day, which that's a trap. Do not, please, guys, do not take your wife.
Oh, I don't
to see
know. I think
Captain
there's
America
women
on
that would like to go
Valentine's.
see Captain America. That's not too bad to go see him. Yeah.
There's a new Paddington movie coming out. The one that's kind of iffy is they're redoing Snow White as a live action, and that's had a lot of talk about that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily good, but
what about? I thought they were doing Sherlock Holmes. I thought they were redoing that.
Let's get through
I
that.
thought maybe
That was in
really,
April, or that's in April. May, Thunderbolts, which is a Marvel movie, and some of the characters from the Black Widow movie will be in this. The next Mission Impossible comes out in May, which that was kind of a two-parter. We'll see if Tom Cruise can
pull it off.
Find where this submarine's at. I'm going to guess he does fine.
I think,
but
Tom
not
Cruise,
until the last 10 or 15 minutes.
I think he always comes out the hero. It's like John Wayne. He's always gonna ride in and gonna save the day. Yeah, and that's okay with me. I have no trouble.
July, the new Superman movie comes out.
Yeah.
Also in July, Fantastic Four, which hopefully that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Another Marvel. So 3 Marvel movies in 1 year. They're going to redo the Naked Gun, the Police Squad movie. Police Squad, they only had like 6 episodes of it, but they made some movies. August, Freakier Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
So the same people are doing it again?
Yep. Let's see. There's one in September called The Bride, which is a musical version of Bride of Frankenstein. Okay.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I don't know about that.
I've got the wig ready to go.
They're doing a bio of Michael Jackson in October.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Called Michael.
I wonder if it's family approved. I wonder, like, if the family okayed it. You know what I mean?
Oh, he will be played by his nephew, Jafar Jackson.
Oh, no, that's really cool. Dude. That's cool. Dude.
So apparently, it's
that's good.
So. The new Tron comes out in October. A
nice.
new Tron movie.
Go ride the Tron ride.
Ride the Tron ride. Also, for those that were big fans, this past November, November 21st, the second Wicked.
I was going to say, when's that coming out? No.
November 21st.
Okay.
Wicked for Good.
So wait, hang on, go back. When was it this last time released? November?
Yeah.
Around the 21st? I mean, that's cool.
It was around Thanksgiving.
So exactly a year almost. That's cool. Yeah, it would be.
They filmed both parts together, and then they're going to give it.
It's crazy, though, that they can keep that a secret.
Well, I think if you read the books or saw
I know, but I mean, but like,
because they broke it at the intermission of the play. So.
Yeah, I know, but like if you were like on set, I mean, and like if you were talking to someone,
and I think they've changed it a little bit
because they kept some Easter eggs,
Easter
they call them. They've kept some things quiet that I thought they did really well.
Yeah. They're redoing The Running Man. If you remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah. Is he going to be running again?
No, I don't think he's in it. No. The guy that was in Twisters is actually the head. Glenn Powell. He was the lead of Twisters.
Was he the guy? It's not that. Why am I? Hang on, I cannot think of who he is. Okay, all right, I'll have to. I like the first Twister better than the second Twister.
Yeah, I did too.
But I like
Richard Dawson was in the Running Man. He was the game show host.
Oh, that's funny.
Remember Richard Dawson?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
My grandma used to call him Kissy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Kissy.
He loved Kissy. He loved Kissy. It was his opportunity, right? I love that.
He kissed everybody.
Why not?
Well, he did, all the women. He kissed all the women. He actually started out in Hogan's Heroes. Remember?
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
December, the new Avatar or another Avatar movie. I think there's supposed to be like 5 of them.
So what are we at?
This would be number 3.
So number 3's coming up. Yeah. I thought we already had a 3.
No,
okay.
That was 2.
Okay.
That was the water. This one's called Fire and Ash.
Oh, okay.
There's supposed to be like different elements,
I love that.
and I think there's actually supposed to be a space one at some point. But
I
anyway.
love that. Okay, well,
Then there's going to be don't have a date, but another movie about Frankenstein.
that's pretty cool then.
uh,
I feel like Frankenstein has been done so many times.
and a third Knives Out movie
Oh,
with Daniel Craig, who played this mystery. What was he? Was he a detective?
yeah, that's a little.
Benoit Blanc. And
And when is that supposed to come out?
It doesn't say.
Maybe before Halloween, right?
Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Jeremy Renner, and some other ones.
Well, it's some new actors coming out, and I guess spicing it up a little bit there. Of course, we got like your solids, Tom Cruise, coming back this year, and
well, that was supposed to be his last one, but I think they've kind of said that maybe that it's not going to be. So
he probably says, "Let's do it again."
I mean,
well, they sell and they make
if
money.
he,
I mean, he's
yeah.
making money,
Yeah.
So, and they're good, so why not, right?
Yeah. So anyway,
some of the remakes, though, I have, they're just not as good.
I know.
They
DC.
try. I don't know why they're trying to do some of this stuff.
DC had really a lot of trouble, I think, with some. They've tried to get the super movies going again, the superhero movies, and they've got it. I honestly thought that the DC characters were at the time. Of course, now Marvel's proved everybody wrong, but I thought the DC characters always were the stronger. You got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Flash, all those.
Absolutely.
But they just didn't do very well as movies. And now James Gunn, who did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, he's redoing. They put him in charge of the whole studio. So
they should have. They should have, because he knows how to. Well, each character, like I'm a huge Batman fan, but you got to bring him out, right? I mean, you know what I mean? You got to.
I think from the money,
him and all those toys.
Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
Yeah, he was good. He was one of my
between
favorites.
him and Christian Bale in the
that
was probably more.
Kilmer, I think he did good. I know he's weaker.
George Clooney, no.
George Clooney, no. I cannot put that mask.
Keep your head still, George.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
Anyway, but the Dark Knight movies were probably closer to the comics because he was.
The last
one was good.
But it was really dark.
Yeah.
And that was something that I felt like there should have been more of a warning label for kids. Remember, I was like, because if you are a parent and you take your children to see Batman, you just think, oh, Batman. But it was a little.
PG-13 is there for a reason. If your kids are under 13,
a lot of times you just don't.
I know.
I mean, you really have to, I guess, pay attention. I get it, but I still think there should have been a warning or a little bit of a label just telling that, hey, this is.
Siskel and Ebert would have probably said something.
Well, yeah, this is maybe a little more darker than you want your children to see, or me.
Yeah.
It got a little dark for me. Okay.
I like that you get a lot of these movies that introduce your villains.
Yeah.
And then they kill them off at the end, and this one did not.
No.
Obviously, because in the superhero, you don't kill off the bad guys because they keep coming back. So.
Yeah.
Especially the Riddler and the Joker. So.
Well, those are two very important.
Like the Michael Keaton at the end, Jack Nicholson. And
I
thought, how? But did he really?
Yeah.
So.
I think Michael Keaton, honestly, just to speak about him, I saw him the other day, and
how's he doing?
Yeah, doing good. But
Did
anyway,
you give him our gift from our Christmas?
Yeah, told him it was in the mail. Anyway, the gift just keeps giving. Anyway, but I think he can do just about anything. It's crazy how he can transform. I like him, and then who's the other guy that I just am crazy about? That can do so much. Cusack.
John Cusack.
John
Cusack.
Yeah. It seems like those movies, like whenever he's in something, he really is good too. Yeah.
He was
and
in
then
that.
Just like Tommy Lee Jones, right? When he's in something, you know it's going to be good. Seems like, right?
The Fugitive. He's been in a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So I think when you start, like some of these actors, like I don't know, you just feel safe in the the movies because they choose good movies. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard to find a good one, and then so hopefully in 2025 we'll have some good shows.
Yeah.
And it won't be long before all the awards shows start coming out.
Absolutely.
I think we saw an ad for the Golden Globes the other day, so we'll see.
Right.
We could probably win a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, and then there was some. I think was it the director that did not get nominated or something. There was something that didn't happen, and people were kind of upset about that. It was I can't remember which one it was, but there was something that it didn't do as good as or didn't get the award that they thought it was going to get, and I think people were kind of upset about it or kind of confused on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to, when those that you feel are good, but I think Wicked was really good, and I think that and then now you could actually purchase it on Prime.
Yeah.
You can either purchase it like for one-time watch, or I guess you can buy it for a little bit more. So.
Yeah. Also, coming up in the new year, you got the NBA All-Star Game. That's in February. And NASCAR starts back in February with the Daytona 500. So that's we had a little break. Opening day for baseball is March 27th.
Yeah.
So that's coming up.
Yeah.
The Reds will be coming. Their caravan starts coming out in a few weeks. So
that's exciting.
They're getting all that started. The Boston Marathon, I don't know if we have anybody around here that runs in that, but that's April 21st. So you'll have a lot of events leading up to that. People getting in. I think there's usually a marathon down at Disney and different places that you can go and kind of get warmed up. The Derby's May the 3rd, which is a Saturday. Sunday will be May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day. Preakness will be the 17th of May, and the Belmont Stakes on June 7th.
Telling you.
There's just a few things. Let's see what else they got going on. The Chinese New Year is January 29th.
And it's the year of the snake, I think. Is that right?
I don't know. It didn't.
I think it's the year of the snake.
My information here is not does not say. Groundhog Day is Sunday, February 2nd.
We shall see. Everybody's always ready for the spring.
Valentine's Day is actually on a Friday this year, Friday the 14th.
Well, that makes it nice. That makes it really nice. Yeah.
Take that long weekend. Mardi Gras, as we said, was March the 4th. Ash Wednesday is the 5th. St. Patrick's Day is on March the 17th. Sorry.
17th, always the 17th. Yeah.
Very important day on the 18th.
Yeah.
Passover, Saturday, April 12th.
Right.
Through the April 20th. Good Friday's on April 18th. Easter's on Sunday the 20th. That's always a big deal. We need to know that. Cinco de Mayo, of course, Monday the 5th of May. To maybe get some free tacos or something like that.
Can't go wrong with that.
Or taco specials. Mother's Day, Sunday,
or
May.
Or queso,
Queso. Monday, May the 11th for Mother's Day. Flag Day, June 14th. Father's Day, June 15th. Usually the day of the fair parade on Father's Day, so I don't know, maybe I miss.
There you go. Well, how much more can we honor Dad?
I know. Dad,
have a parade there.
For the parade, Dad.
For the fair parade.
Get the float
they
ready.
call it the fair parade, but it's actually right for Dad. Yeah.
Dad, get the float ready. Halloween's on a Friday, October 31st.
Huh?
So then, so let's look here real quick. Then, if that's the case,
well, that'll be nice because everybody always wants to try to figure out how to do Halloween on a school night, So there you go, Friday night.
So looking at that, the Saturday before would be the Boo Bash. That'd be the 25th of October. So we're going to throw that one out there already.
Yeah.
Christmas in this year will be on a Thursday. We had Christmas on a Wednesday this year, so Christmas
will be on
a Thursday. Yeah. And then New Year's Eve would be on a Wednesday night, and then New Year's Day would be on a Thursday next year. So we just move up one day.
Love that.
Let's see.
Wonder, like writing 2025. I wonder how many people have got it down already.
I have not had a chance to write it.
Yeah.
Here's the awards schedule. Golden Globes are coming up this Sunday, the 5th. Grammys on the 2nd of February. The SAG Awards, which is the Screen Actors Guild, that is February 23rd. Academy Awards on Sunday, March the 2nd. and the Tony Awards on June the 8th. So, and we have we have the Quadrantids meteor shower tomorrow. So we've got getting the new year started off right.
Now, is that something you can actually go out and see then?
I don't know. I'll have to
find out.
Research that and see. Full moon.
Oh, I know something that happened in 2024. It's hard to think about when, like, I've not sat down and just really went over everything, but we had the Northern Lights.
And I think we're going to be able to see them again because there's some more solar activity.
Because talk about beautiful,
Yeah.
that was absolutely beautiful. And to get to experience that here in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Can you imagine how much better it would be?
Well, I don't know. We heard some people say that it was actually better in Indiana.
Really? Okay. Well. The full moon on January 13th. Daylight savings time starts March 9th, so get ready for that.
Nobody's ready for that. Okay,
well, we're 60 days, almost 60 days away. So that's okay. Spring starts on the 20th of March, so we can't wait for
Yay.
Tax days on April 15th, which we can wait for that one. Summer starts on June 20th, fall on the September 22nd, and daylight savings times, they take that away. Well, I don't know. We might lose that this year. I think there's some traction about getting that, which was set up for the farmers.
Right.
And I don't know that that's something that we need anymore. So, but we'll see.
Not the farmers. We do definitely need the farmers. The farmers feed us. We love you.
Didn't mean that.
But we meant the daylight saving times. Yeah, I think even they are to the point where.
And then we'd had 2 or 3 weeks of winter type of weather, but before winter began this past year. But winter solstice is on December 21st this next year.
Crazy. Yeah. All
Interesting stuff.
For sure. Well, let's thank our sponsors, and we'll get out of here on this Thursday and be back tomorrow. And exciting time.
Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindigan, and Marshall Monuments are a fine sponsor. And McAllister Land Consulting.
All right, let's have the best Thursday ever.
Best day.
Friends, to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizzas, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 for dining and